now Journey to Success with Pete Asmus. Tonight, mindset to action steps and everything in between. We are about you, focusing on what you need to get to that next level. So get ready, get excited, because we are about to get started. From coast to coast, your host, Pete, the visionary pitbull. Man, I gotta change that too. Wow, okay. Hello, guys. Welcome to another edition of Journey to Success. I'm your host, Pete Asmus. I'm going to be here tonight, and we're going to have some fun. This is going to be a little different, probably, than normal. I've got some stuff I want to say tonight, and I've changed up the title. Typically, this chapter was called the Bad Words List, and I'm changing it to Becoming Limitless. How to make your own luck, because I'm going to tell you right now, that's all I seem to hear from everybody is about how lucky everybody else is. When we're going after our dreams, when we're really trying to do everything we can to find our destiny, right? A lot of times we want to look and judge our lives off everybody else. We want to blame everybody else. It's always got to be somebody else's fault, because man, if it's my fault, then who do I blame, right? Now I've got to just look at myself, and that sucks. Nobody likes to do that. So what we tend to do is we tend to judge ourselves off other people. We look at what other people have, what they are bringing in, and then we look at it as how does that affect my life, and why do they have this and I don't, or why are they getting this and I'm not? And I'm sorry, I'm brand new with these headphones, so I'm trying to make it loud enough so that I don't hear anything else, but not hear the hissing sounds of everything as well. So. All right, this is what we're going to do today. As I go through and do the different meetings, or do the different things that we're going to be doing, right over to my right, I have the question bar, so you guys are more than welcome to ask any questions you want. Because I'm now recording my entire screen, I've pushed that off onto my other screen so that I don't see it. So the problem with that is I won't see it all the time, and I may glaze over. I may be going into a section and you're like, oh man, I want to have a question about that, or I have a question, and you write it, I don't get right back to it. Don't worry about it. I will go back through all of the questions as I keep going when I find points and break points that I can do. My goals for every webinar is always to have it to be somewhere around an hour and 15 minutes to an hour and a half. Although they've gone as long as 2.5 hours, and they've gone as short as an hour and a half. So, realize we're going to have some fun tonight, and I'm going to be getting into some deep things here. I'm all about actionable information, and kind of when I do these webinars on Sunday nights, I really kind of just let go. I'm just going to be honest, man. Sometimes I cuss, sometimes I don't, but I let go, all right? And I'm going to just say what I feel, and I'm going to say what's on my mind, and I'm going to make a difference in you. And the other part of that, though, is I can only do so much, right? I'm over here. I'm on this side of the screen. So all I can do is show you what I'm doing. All I can do is show you what you can do. I can't make you go do any of it, though, all right? I can't make you see that and I love this, which is why I put this meme up there as the second slide today. Because when you can see your goals in black and white, guys, you get rid of all the colorful excuses, right? And colorful means so many different words when you use it like that. Colorful can mean curse words. Colorful can mean long tails, big tails, right? Well, I couldn't do it because this mountain lion came in and this and that. And we tend to make all these legit. See, here's the thing. Anything that prevents you from getting to your goal is an excuse. I don't care what you say. I really don't. You can tell me whatever you want, but the reality is it's an excuse. Now, it may be legitimate. You may need to go work. You may need to do this. You may need to do that. But I'm going to tell you this. 9 out of every 10 reasons that you come up with are an excuse. One is going to be legitimate. Yeah, you need to eat. So yes, you need to go and work, right? But when it comes to, do you need to do this, or do you need to go and watch this movie, or do you need to go and hang out with your friends tonight, or do you need to go and do this, right? Those are the times when we can say, no, I don't need to. But we make it this mandatory thing. And then what we do is we pack our life so full, right? We have so many, we're so rigid, we have our plan set out so tight that the moment life, living instantly for everyone, right? The moment life comes into play, we're gone. Man, it's like, are you kidding me? How in the world am I going to survive this, right? Because this is what I feel like. That's what just happened, right? Oh my God, are you kidding me? My daughter, I mean, your daughter, this happens. Your son, this happens. Your wife, this happens. Your husband, this happens, right? It's an emergency. Look, this doesn't happen all the time. I just need your help right now. But you have 50,000 people in your life that are going to come up and do that to you. So the real thing that you need to do, and this is kind of what we're shifting the Friday night webinar, Women Entrepreneurs in Life, we're changing it to that title because I want it to be more about how do we get past life? How do we get through all these obstacles that everybody throws at us? One of the biggest questions I have is how to make people take action. That's what I want to be known for. I want to be known as a person who can inspire people to get up and go make something happen. That I can inspire people to believe in themselves. Even to the point where, check this out, I'm writing this book for my daughter now, and she basically had she had a dream or a desire to write a book, right? And so one of the things I started asking her questions about, well, what do you want the book to be about? And she named it Queen Alopecia. And today I came up with some of the basically the lines that are going to be in the book, but it's a children's book, so there's going to be a lot of pictures, right? And it's really more of the idea, but it's just weird, man, when you let go and you really start to go, okay, well, how do I do this? I remember watching a while ago, like Madonna wrote a children's book, and I'm like, how in the world are these people writing children's books? Like, how do you do that? How do you write a children's book? I don't know how to write a children's book. I want to write a children's book. That looks cool, but how do you do that? I don't know how to draw. And so I remember saying I wanted to write one. I've written it down before. And then my daughters talked about it. They talked about them wanting to write one. And so I kind of basically got the whole outline from them just by asking them questions. If you guys watch our daily motivational videos, you'll see all the things. And so this is today what I basically got done. Page 1, this is kind of how the show opens, right? Or the book opens. Marie the monkey loved her life. She played during the day and slept at night. Page 2. But then one day something happened to Marie. She was singing and dancing right next to the tree. Her friends noticed that Marie had lost some hair, but it wasn't a small patch, so Marie didn't really care. All these different little rhymes that I've done, it's just amazing because I'm seeing the book come out. I'm seeing the book come to fruition. I didn't worry about how it was going to happen. I just started making little things. It's just like I tell you guys before. It's all the little steps that you make that make the magic happen. It's not one big thing. It's never one big thing. It's always the little things. So becoming limitless today is a lot of what we're going to be talking about tonight. About becoming limitless is changing the words that you use, changing the thoughts that you have. The limits that you put on yourself are what you put on yourself, not what anybody else puts on you. You put every limit that you have on you. Nobody else. Nobody can tell you what you can do or can't do. Nobody can tell you what is possible for you or what isn't possible for you. What you guys tend to do is you have this belief system that, well, if it isn't here right now, if I don't see it right now, if I don't have it right now, then it must not be real. We go to looking at the Bible and people believing in God, right? Believing in something that doesn't exist, believing that something is bigger than yourself. Well, I don't want to believe in that. Okay, well, we can talk about Mother Nature. You can go to Buddhist, you can go to Hindu, you can go to whatever you want. But there's always something out there that's bigger than us. Because for us to sit there and imagine that we literally have that control is crazy. It's crazy. We can't imagine that kind of power. And so we don't believe what we should. We don't dream what we can. We hold ourselves back. We pretend that it's not possible because I've never had that before. So since I've never had it, it must not be for me. Since I've never had it, then it's going to be even harder. I'm going to stick with what I know. I'm going to stick with what I'm comfortable with. And you're going to find out that today, we're going to have some tasks this week that are going to break that comfort zone. Because that's one of the things I want you guys to do this week. I want you to get out of that comfort zone. And so we're going to do some little things every day this week that are going to get us and leverage us to that point. All right? So here we go. Questions are the key to unlock your reality. It's so weird. I even had Scott and I take this personality test, and this thing was dead on with who I was. And it was weird because a lot of what it was saying was questions that I ask a lot of questions, that I'm really inquisitive with why people do what they do. And I am. Because I think that if I can figure out why you do what you do, then I can help motivate you to get what you want, right? If I can figure out why you do what you do, I can help you get what you want. Because when you know what triggers you, when you know what motivates you, then you know how to fish. You know how to leverage yourself. Do you run away from things? Do you run towards things, right? Understanding different things about your personality is going to be huge. It's going to be huge in allowing you to develop yourself, to develop your skills, to develop who you are. Will Smith said in this interview that I was watching, and it's so true, that we don't dream big enough because we just dream, we feel it's not possible. We think it isn't possible, right? So tonight, one of the things that I want you guys to do is I want you to get past your dreams. I want you to basically to rise above what you think is possible and start to believe in the future. All right? Start to believe in what you can do. Now, the cool part about this is that even when we want to believe what we can do, hold on. That's just not going to work. Even when we want to believe what we can do, that's much better. There's a lot of times that we feel we can do it. We want to be able to do it. We want to believe in ourselves, but we still hold ourselves back. We still have this feeling that if I really went for it, people will make fun of me. If I really went for it, what if I failed? But if I really went for it, what if I succeeded? What if I made it? Then I'm going to have all these people that are going to want things from me. It's crazy, all the different things that we get scared about moving forward. All right. So if you want more out of your life, if you want more out of who you are, you got to start asking questions. You got to start asking different questions. And you got to start writing your goals, because for me, that's the easiest way to get the right questions asked. When you write your goals, I saw this other thing. I saw, would you rather, if you were going to invest a bunch of money into a company, would you want a company that had goals that were 500 times their return, or I can't remember how it was, but goals at 500 times, a plan at 200 times, or dreams at 800 times, right? And the question was, if you had a strategy. For me, a strategy is a plan. And to dream, you don't have to write goals if you dream, but if you write goals, you have to dream. So for me, the answer was one. I would want to invest in a company that had goals that were set at 500%, because that means if they were dreaming big, they wrote their dreams to their goals, and their strategy was to fulfill those goals. When people write goals, they go after them. If you write your goals every day, you go after them. That's why we constantly talk about you must be willing to shatter who you are for who you want to become. You must be willing to shatter who you are for who you want to become. I say it all the time. I don't know if you guys really listen to it, though. I don't know if you really understand it. Because, yeah, it's easy to say that, Pete. Shatter who you are. No problem. I'm going to shatter who I am. What does that really mean? In the most basic, simplistic form, that means making different decisions every day. That means tomorrow morning when you wake up, or tonight before you go to bed, you write your goals instead of just going to sleep. It means you start making different decisions that are going to get you to the next level of your life, because you care about the result, because you've started to feel like you are valuable. Look, why don't we do things? Why don't we do things? I figured it out. You know why we don't do things? Because we don't see the reward. We don't see the benefit. What about me? That's where the selfish part in all of us comes out. Well, what about me? What am I going to get from this? Why am I doing this, right? Why am I going to write my goals? If I write my goals, what do I get? I'm writing my goals. What do I get? If I told you I'm going to give you $1 million if you write your goals every day for a year, I guarantee every single one of you would write your goals for a year. Every single one of you. 365 days, no problem. You're going to give me $1 million cash? No problem. What you guys don't realize is you're giving up way more than $1 million cash by not writing your goals. You're giving up way more than $1 million. You're giving up your dreams. You're giving up your life. By not writing your goals, you are floating through life. Let me ask you this. If I asked you to drive to 100 miles away from wherever you are right now, there's a town. There is some town 100 miles away from where you are right now. It's going to take you about an hour and a half to get there because there's going to be some crazy traffic. Will you go? First thing you're going to say is why? What is it? Where am I going? Why am I doing that? You're not going to just get in your car and see ya. I'm out of here, right? I jump in my car, turn on the gas, and I just hammer the gas and I start driving. Where the hell am I driving? Where am I going? Why am I going there? Because let me tell you, if I don't know why I'm going there, the moment I see a bunch of traffic, I'm going to be like, F this, I'm going back home, right? Because I don't know why I'm going there. The why is the biggest piece. If I stuck you on the top of a mountain and I said, all right, well, here you go, and I leave, what's your why? Your why is I want to live, so I need to get back to some kind of civilization, right? Your why becomes survival. Let me tell you how strong that why is. You will do things that you would never do to survive. What if you took that attitude towards success? What about if instead of surviving, you were succeeding? What about if instead of existing, you were manifesting? What about if instead of just getting by, you were actually learning to fly? What about if we took all the negative things that happen to us and we flipped them on their head and we turned them into a positive? We turned them into nitrous, that when we press that lever, we were gone. Gone in 60 seconds. Because we did what? We believed in ourselves, right? That's the power, actually, of Alopecia Queen. And this is something that I thought was really, really cool that I came up with. So she runs into this man, right, that's guarding this bridge for some reason. He doesn't even know why he's there. And she says to him, Marie said, my hair is falling out, and we're from a village called Alopecia, sir. Everyone started making fun of me, so I'm searching for a cure. And then the little man freaked out and jumped from side to side and said, there's no way, it can't be. I've waited all my life. Hold on, don't move. No one will ever believe that. No, I'm sorry. Hold on, don't move. No one will ever believe. I need to bring everyone up here so they will actually see a real life princess right in front of me. Marie's friends looked at each other as if he'd lost his mind. She lost her hair. They needed a cure. This was a waste of their time. And then as they turned around to find another way, they were all shocked, as the animals would say, as 100 animals were all around staring at her and looking for her crown. See, then there's some other stuff that happens. She ends up going back to her village, right? And this is her inspiration speech, which is really kind of what I wanted to read to you guys. Look at my friends from near and far. You must believe in yourselves and who you are. You each have a talent that we all need. And to save this village, we must all succeed. Not as individuals, but as a team together, because together, whenever we can conquer whatever. You are each amazing in your own way, so believe in yourself every single day. We need your help. It's time to pull through. So step out and step up and show the world what you can do. The animals scattered away and ran for the lake, showing the new princess that they would do whatever it would take. The birds bought branches and the hyenas brought the fun and the monkeys threw some mud and the work was being done. They were protecting their home and saving their friends and showing that they care is more important in the end. And man, I just got goosebumps again. It's when you start believing in yourself and you start believing that you can do something, you can. When you believe that you can make it happen, You can make it happen. But we constantly get in our own way. We constantly say, well, how am I going to do that? How is the most defeating word that we can ask ourselves when looking at a plan? It shouldn't be how, it should be why. Why do you want to do that? Because when you start telling everybody why you want to do what you want to do, it's weird how other people start jumping in to help you. Because if your why is strong enough, it will draw in the tools, the assets, and the people that you need to accomplish it. Listen to what I'm saying to you. When you guys, 20 minutes, when you guys believe in yourself, when you start focusing on your why, talking about your why, sharing your why, that's what these goals are. They're our why. Why do we want to do it? What do we want to accomplish? Because when you write those goals, and let's talk about this real quick. When you write these goals, look at, you've got community, business, personal. When you write these, you're showing a picture of who you are. The community, it shows what your heart is all about. The business, it shows where your mind is all about. And the personal, it shows to me, it shows where my family is all at. What am I doing? Like if I'm only focused on me, then I'm really not focused on what I need to be, right? And when you have goals, guys, $1 million mindset, I probably will never remove this one because Scott was right on the money. $1 million mindset never has a $2 dream. Somebody that has $1 million mindset doesn't go, all right, well, we're going to have to go to Walmart and we're going to need to buy this. And they just don't think like that. They think, how can I get effective? My time is more effective than me going and shopping. My time is more effective than me going and doing this, right? They start looking at, it's weird. I made a comment about my computer, and Ed Diamond, who is a really, really amazing guy. Not only that, but he's very, very well off. His answer is just get out your credit card and go take a dabble. Every time, just get out your credit card and go take a dabble. That's his answer. People with money have different priorities. If you want money, start shifting your priorities. Start thinking and being concerned about what wealthy people are concerned about. They're not concerned about the minutia. They're not concerned about all the little name saying and this and that and all this backward and forth. They don't care about that. They care about results. They don't care about excuses. They care about results. So create results. Create solutions. Because when you start creating solutions, you step out of your problems. You can't focus on both simultaneously. That's the beauty of it. You only get to focus on one at a time. And believe me, for me, if I'm going to focus on something, if I'm going to have to spend my time and energy focused on something, I want it to be something that I'm excited about. I want it to be something that's fun for me. Dreaming is fun for me. Coming up with solutions is fun for me. I love problem solving. I love it. I love it. What do you love to do? And when you talk about what you love to do, how does that relate to the world around you? What can you do? I asked everybody in the Thinking to Succeed project this week, I asked them all to send me what their biggest problem or challenge was with moving forward. One person sent me their challenge. The funny part about that is I know they all have challenges. One of their, apparently some of their biggest challenges are following through and reading emails and reading and keeping up to date with what's going on, right? And why is that? It's because life gets in the way. It's weird that other people can want your success more than you do. And I know you guys don't understand. I know it doesn't make sense. Well, no, you don't really want it more than I do, Pete. I want my success more than you do. You can't. Because if you wanted your success more than I did, you'd write your goals every day like I do. If you wanted your success more than I did, you would focus and you would find a way to create solutions in your life instead of creating problems, instead of complaining, instead of saying everything that you don't want, how you don't want it to be. I don't care how I don't want it to be. That's irrelevant because I don't want it. So why would I focus on it? I don't. I focus on what am I going to get out of this? How do I create a solution? How do I create my life to be better? And then I go and I make it happen. just like the book. And there's still a little bit more to that, but I mean, I'd say I'm probably another 2 or 3 sessions away from having the first outline of that book done. I've never done a book like that before. But until you start, you've never done anything before. See, we were all first at something at some time, all of us. If you really want to help out, if you really want to build your life to be better, then start sharing with people what you want to do in life. Start writing down your goals every single night and post them. Stop being afraid. Stop being afraid of what could happen. That's why you're not writing them. You're afraid. You're afraid that people will judge you. You're afraid that somebody's going to make fun of you. You're afraid. I mean, we can keep going. But I don't want to talk about that. Because that, to me, is weak. And I'm going to tell you right now, the strong survive. So you got a choice. You can either be weak. You can go crawl in a corner. You can get into the fetal position, and you can freak out and say, this isn't fair. And I don't like my life, and I don't want it to be like this. And you can cry all day long. Or you can get up, brush your shoulders off, and go out and kick the shit out of the world. But you don't get to do both. You don't get to be a victim over here and let everybody help you feel sorry for yourself and then want to come over here and lead the world and make a bunch of money. You don't get to do both. You get to pick one emotion. So pick the one that empowers you, because being a victim doesn't empower shit. Being a hero, being the white knight in your life, that will empower you. You're waiting for somebody to come along and save you. Be that person. You be that person. You be the one that comes and saves you. You be the one that comes along and creates the life that you want. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. I promise you. Is it going to be hard? Hell yes. But what is your life like now? Your life sucks now. Your life is hard now. It's not different. It's just it is different. It's a different hard. But it's not different as in like, well, if I'm an entrepreneur, everything's all easy cake. No, well, then I'll go and I'll work for somebody else and then it'll all be easy. Hell no. Because as an entrepreneur, you get to control your life at least. You get to have a say. You get to plan it. When you work for somebody else, you don't have control of shit. They do. They tell you what you do. They tell you when you come in. They tell you what you're going to make. Are you done? Are you done with people telling you what you're worth? Because if I wasn't making money off of you, you wouldn't be working for me. See, that's how that works. If I'm only making the same amount of money that you're worth, what the hell am I doing here? I've got to generate money. I've got to make money off of other people's efforts, right? That's what a company is. So you can either go and be part of a clog in a wheel, or you can become the wheel. You can be inspiring. You can bring those people. That's why I want people to work with me, not for me, with me. That way, I'm making a little bit and they're making a little bit off of what we each do. See, because when we work together, we both do something different. Like Scott, Ivan, and I. We all do something different. All of us. Ivan counts numbers and does spreadsheets and he builds relationships. He's a fantastic relationship builder. He goes out and he's generated money. He's already funded one deal and is already working on funding 2 other deals, multi-million-dollar deals for us. Scott, he goes out and he's building these relationships with the realtors and with the builders and with the pool builders. And he's creating all these great synergies that if he had to go out and find the money, he wouldn't be able to do both. And I'm getting all the drones that we need. I mean, we need drones. Like, they don't understand, but hopefully you guys, we're all together. We need drones. We need to tell them that we need drones so that we can have them all flying above the house and we're taking pictures and video. But in all reality, I do the marketing. I draw people in. I create the connections. I get to problem solve, which is what I love doing. My problem is I don't have enough attention span to actually solve the problem. I can figure out the problem. I can get it engaged. I can get it started. But man, if I have to start, going 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm done. I'm gone. All of a sudden, I'm completely ineffective again, and I hate my life. We've all found a way for all of us to do what we love doing, and it's getting us not 1 + 1 = 2, but it's getting us to 1 + 1 = 100. It's getting us that 1 + 1 + 1 = 1,000,000. Look, you need people in your life. You need partners in your life. I don't care who you are. You are not an island. And if you are, there's nothing happening. You're barren. Nobody's there. You're an island. Nobody is there. That's not fun. Ask anybody with money. When you're at the top of the mountain, you don't want to be there by yourself. It's not fun. You don't know who you can trust. You don't know you ask people to go do things and you don't know if they're just going to do them with you because you can pay for it, if they're doing it with you because they want to be around you. Believe me, you don't want to be an island. And if it's lonely at the top, get the hell off the top, come down and grab a handful of people and go back up to the top. Bring them with you. I'm getting eyes tattooed on the back of my neck. No kidding. I am getting eyes tattooed on the back of my neck because I constantly say, we're walking up the hill backwards. And Scott's joined us now. So you've got 3 people that truly care about your success. 3 people that really care about you getting to the next level of you. So if you don't get there, my man, my woman, my whoever, it's all you. Your fault. Your failure, your lack of attention, your lack of enthusiasm, your lack of follow through, whatever it is. But there's one of us that should meet one of you. Okay, I said that completely wrong. We have 3 different personalities. One of them should fit your need, right? Maybe I'm too much for you, but Scott's just right. I don't know. Maybe Scott and I are both too much for you, but Ivan would be the cure, right? Because he's more mellow. I don't know. But I know that we have a bunch of different personality types. We have a bunch of different skill sets. And all of us want to help you guys more than anything. But what I'm not going to do, I'm not going to come and bang on your door anymore. I'm not going to drag you out of your house and try and get you to have fun. I'm not going to do that. You've got to want to come along. I'm not pushing a rope. And I'm not trying to hold water in my hands. I'm not going to do impossible things anymore. I want to help you more than anything. But if you don't want the help, okay. Because I'm going to tell you right now, everything will start changing here pretty soon. Everything that's been happening, all the stuff that we've been doing for free, it'll start ending pretty soon. Because I'm tired of giving all this stuff for free and nobody listening to what I'm saying. I'm tired of doing all this stuff for free and nobody paying attention. So if I have to, I'll start charging for it. And then the people that are paying for it, they'll pay attention. Because I don't need to do this. I want to do this. I don't need to do any of it. I want to. I want to help people. But if this isn't working, then, and this is what I said yesterday, look, I'll find other people to help. I have no problem doing that because I want to impact the world. So if that's you guys, if you want to be helped, then awesome. Step up and start engaging with me. Step up and start promoting the webinars. Start helping us grow this thing. We've got 48 people. That's the most that we've had on in a while. We've got 48 people on here. But we should have 100. I've been doing this webinar over a year. Everybody, all of you that have been on it have all told me that this all has actionable information, that it's a great webinar. But I don't ever see any of you guys sharing it. I don't ever see any of you guys saying, man, I learned this from this webinar tonight. Because see, here's the thing. If you don't share it, nobody knows about it. Don't let this be the best kept secret. It's no good if this is a secret. If people don't know about this, it doesn't help anybody. Your friends need to be on this webinar. The people you have around you need to be on this webinar because then everybody around you will start changing, will start transitioning, will start transforming. That's what you want out of your life. So get the people that you care about on this webinar. I'm not charging for it. So why would you not want them to get on and start making their life better? If you're just trying to be better than everybody around you, this isn't your webinar either. I only want to help people that want to help other people. I want to build leaders. I want to inspire the next generation. But I can't do that by myself. I just can't. There's no way for me to do that. I need other people involved in this. And I want it to be you. I want your life to become amazing. The only way that this whole thing succeeds is by you succeeding. But the only way that you succeed is by you engaging. This is not one of those things where you get to sleep and then it magically happens. The only thing that's magic around here is your ability to create your future. That's it. It's one of the hardest things for you guys to grasp. It's one of the hardest things for you to wrap your head around. But it's one of the most true statements I could ever make. And the moment that you can understand that you don't need January 1st, you don't need the beginning of the month, you don't even need tomorrow. All you need is right now. All you need is right now to change your life. I know how hard it can be. I do. I know how rough it can be. I've wanted to kill myself. I've wanted to end everything. I've wanted to give up. I've cried. I've hit things. I've done it all, man. I've been homeless. I've lived on top of alpha beta. I had my whole family didn't care about me. Believe me when I say I get how shitty life can be. But I also know that if you stay on the ground, you're never going to be able to take charge of your life. If you don't get up, you're never going to be able to make something different happen. Because I'm going to tell you right now, the best is yet to come in your life. The best has not happened. The best of your life is right around the corner. But unless you start building it, you're never going to see it. The graveyard, it's full of broken dreams. It's full of missed opportunities. It's full of people that wished they would have. Don't be that. Don't wish you would have. Do it. Don't wish you could have. Make it happen. Take your life to the next level by saying that you won't take any more crap. Take your life to the next level by living for yourself now and not living instantly for everyone else. Take your life to the next level by showing the world what is capable and what you can do. You guys are all amazing and you're all different in your own way. Don't let anybody tell you any differently. Don't let them take it away. Make sure that you understand that, because I'm going to tell you right now, I love this part, man. Look, my friends from near and far, you must believe in yourself and who you are. You each have talents that we all need. And to save this village, we must all succeed, not as individuals, but as a team together, because together, whenever, we can conquer whatever. You're each amazing in your own way, so believe in yourself every single day. We need your help, and it's time to pull through. So step out and step up and show the world what you can do. Guys, you can do whatever you want. You don't have to have $2 dreams. Let's make today the last day you ever fail. Ever. Believe, flip the switch. Today, right now, make that switch flip. Look at the wall of your life and look at everything that you have and decide, do you still want that, or are you willing and able to make a difference in your life today? Are you going to start doing things like, let's see here. Look at that. Here is, so many of you guys tell me how I can't do this, I can't do that. Well, right here is my Instagram. These are all not only my goals, but Madison Asmus and Haley Asmus. August 10th, August 9th. Look at this. I mean, 1st, 31st, 30th, 29th, 28th, 26th. Okay, I don't know where 27th, 27th. Okay, I don't know where, apparently I didn't put, oh, that was the day of the photo shoot, that's why. But look at all these. All of these are my goals. I've written them every single day, and I post them every single day. I'm not embarrassed about any of it. And there's no reason, honestly, that you should be embarrassed. In fact, look, not only that, but you've got right here is our 21-day challenge page, right, on Facebook. And look, I mean, you've got all these people that all write their goals. Gil, you've got Mandy, all these different people that write their goals. They post their goals up here. And all you get are these kind of awesome, get uncomfortable, great job, don't allow it to make you feel, I mean, apparently they must have wrote something about being uncomfortable. But everybody writes comments on this. How would you like to be inspired like that? I mean, if you were going after your dreams, wouldn't it be easier if somebody was showing you what to do and was helping you get there? Wouldn't that make your life work out better? I mean, that stopped. That sucks. Wouldn't that, for me, that seems to make sense. It seems to be like that would be a lot more helpful. People lifting you up along the way. We're SEAL Team 6. We're going to carry you if you fall. But you've got to get back up and start walking too, right? So here's the task of this series. And that was to join the challenge, to start writing your goals at night, right? And then list them up. You can join the group. I'm not going to go through this. Here was my step out of your problems. But here is the task of the week, and I'm excited about this task. So every day this week, we're doing 2 things, all right? And this is going to be to break our comfort zone. One thing is physical, one thing is emotional. So the physical thing may be to get outside your comfort zone, that you're going to dance funny in front of people you don't know. And not even for any reason, but just to get uncomfortable, just to break outside of a comfort zone. And then the emotional one might be you walking up to strangers and saying hi and getting to know them, going, hey, look, I'm looking to do this. I'd like to know more about you, or how can I help you? It could be anything, but the idea is every day to do 2 things that get you outside of that comfort zone, that break you, and start to become a habit of becoming different, right? I love it. I think it's a great idea. So that's what we're doing. Questions are the key. This is what we've been talking about. What is communication? Then we went into verbal communication, nonverbal communication, finding ground zero or locating where we were, right? And then creating motivation and willpower through pain. From pain. Because finding ground zero, we've got to know where we are to know where we want to go, right? If I drop you in the middle of Texas and I say, now get to an airport, you're going to have a problem if you don't know which airport you're supposed to go to and where specifically you are in Texas. The same thing comes with creating motivation and willpower from pain. You want to know how to do something? You want to know why people change? It comes from pain. Typically, apply enough pain and you're going to change. You get fat enough and you're going to start to lose weight. You feel dumb in certain situations and you're going to start to study and learn things so that you can be more effective. I mean, pain is a great motivator if you utilize it the right way. For me, I weighed 260 pounds and I got tired of it. I didn't want to be fat anymore. So I did something to change it. I was chewing tobacco. I used to smoke cigarettes. I quit that. I quit being fat. I quit chewing tobacco. I quit so many different things in the last few years because I didn't want it anymore. I wanted my life to be different more than I wanted to be comfortable. That's what you got to want. You got to want your life to be different more than you want to be uncomfortable. Because typically we get uncomfortable and we run right back to what makes us comfortable, right? I'm going to quit smoking. And then 2 hours later, you're like, all right, well, I'm going to do this one just right now. And then after this one, I'm going to quit for real, right? And then an hour and a half goes by. And, okay, today's shot. So we'll start tomorrow. And then tomorrow, the same thing happens. It isn't until you make that click in your mind that you're done. It isn't until you burn your bridge. They always say burning bridges is bad. It's not always bad. Burning bridges that get you back to bad things, that's a good thing. Okay, that was totally confusing. Burning bridges that take you back to bad habits is a good thing. Burning bridges that take you, that connect you to bad situations is a good thing. Look, if we burn the bridge to you ever going back to McDonald's, believe me, your heart isn't going to cry. It's going to rejoice. And so is your body and everything else about you. The bad food gives you bad results. Look, let's say we were looking at a problem. If I give you the wrong information, the wrong numbers for a math problem, can you get the right answer? No. Why? Because you had bad data. So why do we keep giving ourselves bad data? Why do we keep putting junk food in and expecting ourselves to perform at this amazing feat? Why do we keep eating nonstop and junk food and desserts and then wondering why we're not at a healthy body percentage, right? Why do we keep smoking and then quit and go and buy a pack of cigarettes just in case we need them, right? Just in case. I want to be able to have the cigarettes with me so I know I quit with them on me, so that way I knew I quit for real. I mean, I did that before. I'm just going to buy this last can at Copenhagen just so I have it, so that way I have the can on me all the time so I know it's there and I feel more comfortable. And then what happens? In an hour, you're putting a chew in an hour, you're smoking a cigarette again. And all you're doing is you're creating all these horrible bridges back to your bad behavior. Today, right now, I wish I had a lighter. Let's pull out our lighters. Here, I'll just pretend this is a lighter. Let's light these bridges on fire. Right? Let's get rid of these bridges. Let's burn these bridges to the ground so that we can start living a better life. Because until you take those bad options away, you're going to keep running back to them. Until you take those bad options away, you will continue to run back to them. You need to make a finite decision. You need to really create that change inside yourself and going, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done living this way, and I'm going to have an amazing life. All right? Now, tonight I'm excited because tonight we're talking really about becoming limitless. Well, what the hell does that mean, Pete? How to create your own luck. How do you create your own luck? How do you become limitless? Well, the reality is, what is limitless? Limitless means what? We don't have any limitations. Well, how do we become limitation-free? Well, we've got to figure out who is putting these limitations on us, right? Because once we find out who's putting the limitations on us, then we can stop that from occurring. And now, right? I'm free as a bird. Now I can fly. So how do we become limitless? It's going to come back to our mindset. It's going to come back to the fact that we put all these limits on ourselves. We're the ones that create this horrible environment that we're living in. We're the ones that said, it's okay. I deserve this. In fact, that's more than anything. It's us saying, I deserve this. You know what? I deserve that. I deserve that. Yeah, I deserve that. Let me tell you something right now, and I want you guys to really listen. I mean, just get up really, really close to the speaker right now, okay, so you can hear what I'm saying. All right, because I want you to hear. I really want you to hear what I'm about to say. Okay. You can do it. You can do it. You are amazing. I am awesome. I am awesome. I am awesome. I can do anything. I can do anything I want to because I am amazing. I'm incredible. I am a problem solver. People like me. And I'm engaging. I'm inspiring. I'm saying all this for you guys. Because when I say I know you're repeating it in your head. And I want you guys to be on board with me. It's just like, do you guys remember when we did this? I'm gonna do a little throwback here. Do you remember this? Oh, there we go. Hi, I'm Pete Asmus, and I want to welcome you to your brand new anthem. Guys, get excited because right now you're about to set your life off and set your life up. How? By taking action. It's time to get inspired. Let's go. I am a champion. What does a champion mean to me? It means that I will never give up. And if I fall, my passion becomes tenfold because I know I'm almost there. And I've learned to get excited over challenges because they show me what I'm made of. I am a champion because I live by actionable information, and I never let fear hold me back from taking that action right now.
Right now.
I am not a library. I take in as much information as possible.
That's right.
Not to sit on it, not to hoard it, or leave it on a shelf, but to use it as a catalyst to catapult me to where I want to be.
That's right.
I am a lean, mean investing machine. I look for opportunities everywhere at every possible moment, and I'm not afraid to say yes to the right ones. I'm also not afraid to say yes and make a mistake. I realize that mistakes get me to the next point. And even though I may not have reached my goals yet, I'm almost there. It's right within my grasp. When I think of ideas and dream of strategies, I only focus on the possibilities because the challenges will disappear as the solutions become apparent. I am a champion because I am amazing. Today, I will do something that I'm afraid of. Today, I will inspire the world through my actions. Today, I will learn something new. Today, a stranger will see my value. Today, I will have a positive impact on something I touch. And most important, today, I will shatter who I am for who I want to become at every possible opportunity. I am a champion. I do not have problems that are overwhelming because every problem has a solution. I just have to ask the right questions, better questions, questions that are going to empower me and allow me to make better choices. So right here, right now, I will start asking amazing questions so that I can get incredibly amazing results. I am in control of my future. I am responsible for where I am, where I'm going, and how I get there. And I know that no one else cares about my destiny and my dreams more than I do. So it's up to me to step up my game. It's up to me to step up my focus.
It's up to me.
And it's up to me to step up my commitment to myself, my family, and my business partners. And most of all, to step up what I expect out of myself. I realize that I have no competition but me. It's my job to do better than I did yesterday. It's not anybody else's job to tell me what I'm capable of.
Oh, man.
That.
You're saying you guys can't hear any of that? Is that what you're saying? That sucks. 653, no sound. Okay, so you guys cannot hear that. That's funny. Okay, hold on. Where is it?
Hi, I'm Pete Asmus.
Now can you hear that? Could you guys hear that? Wait, hold on.
Hi, I'm Pete Asmus, and I want to welcome you to your brain.
Okay, could you hear that? No? Wait, you guys can't hear any of this stuff coming through right now? Can you hear me? No. But you can hear me, right? Or no, you can't hear me either. Yes, I'm good. Okay. But all my sounds, you can't hear any of my sounds right now. You can't hear any of those sounds. Yes, you. No sounds. All right.
Hi, I'm Pete Asmus, and
What
I
about
want to
now?
welcome you to your.
No. Did you guys not hear the intro to the show? Did that not play? What the hell is going on? Why are none of my sounds being heard? Oh, man. That doesn't even make sense. So no sounds. I thought you were acting. So no sounds. What? I'm so confused. I play the sounds every single week. I was asking, could everybody hear me? Could you guys all hear the sounds? Everybody could. But you can't hear any of those sounds. Oh, man. What in the world?
888-57.
That doesn't, I literally can't even understand what's going on because I can hear it and it all goes through a board and then it goes into the thing. And we've never had this problem in like forever. So I really, really don't get why. Man, you've got to be taking. Man, that sucks. I'm sorry. All right, well. I cannot understand. It's probably something to do with GoToWebinar that's messed up with why it's not getting that other channel. Because they're all panned over. So, I mean, you guys should be hearing it. But I can see on there that it's not picking it up. Oh, that's why. Crap. Okay, let's see if this works now.
888-57.
Now you can hear it, right? There we go. All right. So here we go again. Here's the anthem that I was playing.
I'm Pete Asmus, and I want to welcome you to your brand new anthem. Guys, get excited because right now you're about to set your life off and set your life up. How? By taking action. It's time to get inspired. I am a champion. What does a champion mean to me? It means that I will never give up. And if I fall, my passion becomes tenfold because I know I'm almost there.
And I've learned to get excited over challenges because they show me what I'm made of.
I am a champion because I live by actionable information, and I never let fear hold me back from taking that action right now. I am not a library. I take in as much information as possible, not to sit on it, not to hoard it, or leave it on a shelf, but to use it as a catalyst to catapult me to where I want to be. I am a lean, mean investing machine. I look for opportunities everywhere at every possible moment, and I'm not afraid to say yes to the right ones. I'm also not afraid to say yes and make a mistake. I realize that mistakes get me to the next point. And even though I may not have reached my goals yet, I'm almost there. It's right within my grasp. When I think of ideas and dream of strategies, I only focus on the possibilities because the challenges will disappear as the solutions become apparent. I am a champion because I am amazing. Today, I will do something that I'm afraid of.
Today, I will inspire the world through my actions.
Today, I will learn something new. Today, a stranger will see my value. Today, I will have a positive impact on something I touch. And most important, today, I will shatter who I am for who I want to become at every possible opportunity. I am a champion. I do not have problems that are overwhelming because every problem has a solution. I just have to ask the right questions. Better questions that are going to empower me and allow me to make better choices. So right here, right now, I will start asking amazing questions so that I can get incredibly amazing results. I am in control of my future. I am responsible for where I am, where I'm going, and how I get there. And I know that no one else cares about my destiny and my dreams more than I do. So it's up to me to step up my game. It's up to me to step up my focus. And it's up to me to step up my commitment to myself, my family, and my business partners.
That's right.
And most of all, to step up what I expect out of myself. I realize that I have no competition but me. It's my job to do better than I did yesterday.
That's right.
It's not anybody else's job to tell me what I'm capable of. That's up to me. I realize that only I can change my trajectory. And right now, it's the time. Right now is the place. And by the way, I am a champion.
Bam! I am a champion. And by the way, all of you are a champion too. If you guys want to get that anthem that I created, it's on YouTube actually, and you guys can go on to Pete Asmus or youtube.com/Pete Asmus, and you can go in the search bar and search our anthem, and you can actually get that and download it and listen to it all the time. The music was a little different. It has different beats in it and stuff, but I just wanted it to be offbeat. I wanted it to catch your attention. I wanted you guys to realize that, again, man, I am awesome. I am awesome. You guys should be saying that every day. And every morning I wake up, I literally wake up every single morning, probably around 4 o'clock. And from 4 to 4:30, I sit there and play this game about how I want to go back to sleep, but I can't go back to sleep. And I just sit there and dream about how my day is going to go. I dream about, I fantasize, I visualize, whatever you want to call it. I'll sit there and pretend that I'm in Dana Point right now. Like I'm in my office, I'm in my bed, in my house at Dana Point. And if I really wanted to open my eyes and look over to the left, I would see a wall of glass that showed the beach. See, the greatest optical illusion is that of separation. I already have all these things. I just haven't actually acquired them yet. But in my mind, they're there. They're real. And you can have that reality for yourself. And believe me, the more you start to make it real, the more it shows up and becomes itself. It becomes a reality because you'll start doing little tiny things to make it. That's the magic. The magic isn't you take one giant leap over a building. The magic is every day you're taking one step, not one floor, one step. And then eventually you've made it up 2,000 steps. But you don't have to do it every day. You don't have to do it in one day. It's meant to be done over time. You have to build up to be the person that you want to be. Believe me, again, you would not be, if they put you in charge of a company with 100 people or 100,000 people, if you've never managed people, you're not going to do well. You don't understand. You've got to grow into your positions. You've got to become the position. And that means in life and anything. You want more. Become that person that has more. And the more will follow. It's really that easy. It's kind of crazy, but it really is that easy. All right. So this is one of the other things that I created this week, which I really, really liked. And it's something really that it's probably one of the things that frustrates me the most about new entrepreneurs and about new people getting into business in general. And it's the fact that they can start something, they get excited about it. It's a bright, shiny new object, right? And oh my God, this is awesome, this is awesome, this is awesome, this is awesome. And then they're off looking at something else. And yes, I have that problem. I have bright, shiny syndrome, right? I have that issue. But I've also learned how to minimize my impact with it. I can also focus and keep doing something like I showed you. I write my goals every day. That is a habit. That is something that is monotonous. That is something that is a over and over and over and over and over type of thing, right? That doesn't have a lot of joy to it for me when it comes to just writing them. But when I daydream about it, when I visualize over it, that part I do enjoy. But it wasn't easy at first. It was difficult. And the challenge, it isn't with starting things because everybody can do that. Everybody can start something. And in fact, everybody does do that consistently. Woo! Yeah, I'm going to work out now. Woo! I'm going to get on this diet now. Woo! I'm going to do this now. I'm going to do this now. And then a week later, they're not doing it. The true differentiator and the real challenge between the real challenge and the true differentiator between success and failure is the ability to fight through the boredom, pain, and obstacles to finish things. That's where the challenge comes in. Starting them, piece of cake. Finishing them, that's the magic. That's where it all lies. All right? Okay, so let's go into tonight's Becoming Limitless, which I absolutely love. The impact of words. Look at this. That's just so cool. The impact of words. What do words really mean? When we say words, when we're talking to ourselves, because let me tell you, you talk to yourself all the time. That's why I did the anthem with you. That's why I sit there and I say, I am awesome. Because when I say I am awesome, you hear I am awesome. Not I, Pete, but I, Diane, or I, Gil, or I, Scott, or I, any of the other, 49 people now. We've gained 2 people, or 1 person. 49 people. It's Fred, or Jill, or Jillian, or Michael or Mike, all of you guys, right? I could be in Romper Room just naming off a ton of names right now. But we all talk to ourselves. Every single one of us. We talk to ourselves. What are those words that we're using? Because if you're using the word, I can't do that, I can't do this, I sure should do that, I should do that, I should do that. If you're saying the word should, kick yourself and use the word must. Just replace it with must. Just replace it. Should, take it out, insert must, you're all good. Repeat sentence. I should go for a walk. I must go for a walk. I must go for a walk. Now what are you doing? You say, I must go for a walk. All of a sudden you're like, okay, well, where are my shoes? I got to get, let me get all this stuff ready, right? Because now you're ready to go. Because you put it in action. Because you made something happen. But when you say, I should do it, it's like, if it happens, it happens, whatever. I'm not really worried about it. It's just like the word try. Take the word try, remove it, and reinsert the word do, right? So I tried to go to the bank. That went to the bank. I will try to do it. I will do it, right? Just replace try with do. Don't try, do. Because when you use the word try, you're consistently looking for why you can't go do it, right? I mean, that's really when you say, oh, I'll try. It's like, okay, well, what could come up in the way that would prevent me from doing it? When you say, you know what, I will do it. I think it's try as will. But anyways, when you say I will do it, when you say that, all of a sudden you turn that sentence, instead of looking for the reasons that you couldn't do it, you're now looking for the things that might get in the way that you're going to have to move, right? You're no longer looking at not doing the task. You're looking at what are you going to have to move so that you can do this task. That's what life is about. It's about creating results for yourself. You want to create bigger results? Use bigger words. Use words like will. Use words like do. Use words like must. And take those other disempowering words away, even hope. Oh, I hope to get that. No, I will get that. There's no hope involved. Hope, that doesn't do anything for me. All hope does is give kids a chance, right? But when it comes to an adult, it's not about hope anymore. It's about action. You've got to take action. You've got to be what you're supposed to be. All right? Look, living is like a time trial of your life. I saw this and more than anything, that's what I feel. Like time trials, they're racing against themselves. They're just racing against the clock. You are racing against a clock. At some point, your clock is going to turn off too. What will you have accomplished in the time that you've had? Do you need to get a better helmet that's going to shave time off, right? Do you need to get more people involved? Like for me, I wanted to go faster. I got a Scott. I wanted to go faster. I got an Ivan. I wanted to go faster. I got an AEG. I put things around me that would catapult my success faster, quicker, and more efficiently. I wanted to make a bigger impact, and my friends, my partners showed me how to do that. All they heard was me just saying constantly, I want to make a big impact. I want to give away more money. I want to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. And finally, Scott's like, look, bro, we're going to have to make a crap load of money for everything you want to do. Okay. So how do we do that? Let's do $1 million flips. Okay, then we can give 20% of the profit away. Both of their eyes go, ring. But that's what we're doing now. It's about putting the right people around you to get where you want to go. Putting the right people around you that will launch you, that will catapult you into greatness. And at the same time, don't get catapulted and not turn around and grab everybody and pull them with you. See, that's the other thing. People get all excited, right? And they start having success and they forget about how they got there. They forget about all the people that helped them get there. For me, all I want to do is bring everybody with me. I would rather make barely anything on every deal and do 1 million deals and make a million people millionaires than it just be all about me, because I don't care that much just about me. I care about the impact on other people. I care about the impact on the world. And I want to make a significant difference. And so I'm doing everything I can do to make that happen. And I'm putting amazing people around me that are helping me do that. And it's weird when I look back on my life. Even now, I look back 2 years ago and I'm like, man, that guy didn't know what the hell he was doing compared to now. And I just look at how young I even still, how I'm even still young. And in 2 years, I'm going to look back going, man, in 6 months, I'm going to look back going, man, look at where we are now. But I'm constantly hungry for growth. I want to change. I want to be a better person. I want to be a better family man. I want to be a better dad. I want to be a better father. So I'm constantly focused on finding solutions so that I can be better and then share that with everybody else, because I want to be the best human being I could possibly be. I want to impact the world in an amazing way. And that won't happen if I'm selfish. It won't happen if I'm only focused on me. It's only going to happen when I focus on everybody else around me. And I focus on how to get them to the next level of them. So that's kind of my feeling on that. Disempowering words. So what are those? Look at these, man. Angry, horrible, bad, confusing, questionable, frightened, wrong, disgusted, dissatisfied. There's all kinds of really bad words. Socialism. There's all kinds of really bad words out there. What we've got to do is keep these words out of our mouth, because all these words do is amplify our fear. And they just, which is exactly why I have this here. What if your biggest fear wasn't? What if your biggest fear wasn't? What if you weren't going to be disappointed? What if it wasn't scary? What if you weren't terrible out of it? What if people didn't say you were stupid? What if you weren't confused? What if you didn't have a negative result? If people weren't skeptical, if you weren't considered absurd, if you weren't called a communist, if you weren't wrong, if your parents weren't disgusted, if you weren't frightened, if it didn't end up becoming devastating, if it wasn't unclear, if it wasn't expensive, if it wasn't impossible, if it wasn't apprehensive, outrage, whatever. What if all those things wasn't? What if they just weren't? What if all that fear you had didn't exist? What could you do? What could you do? I'm talking to you. You're listening right now going, man, okay, he's talking to everybody else, but not me. No. I'm talking to you right now. I brought my voice down a little bit just because I know you get all kind of crazy if I yell, so I'm talking real genuine. What could you do if your biggest fear wasn't? More importantly, what would you do? What would you do right now? What would you do right now if you weren't afraid? Not what could you do? What would you do? I would love for you guys, as a task for me today, I would love for you guys to write down what you would do if you had no fear and tag me in the post on Facebook or Instagram, or, well, let's just keep it to Facebook so I can find it. But tag me, go on my wall and write it. Pete, as per Journey to Success, this is what I would do if I didn't have this fear. This would be my next step. I would love to hear what they would be. I just would love to hear it. So if you can, and if you want me to keep doing this webinar, if you find it interesting, and I'm assuming that since 45 of you are still on, that there is some sort of interest in this, then do that for me. Go out there and just write what you would do if you didn't have a biggest fear, if it was gone, if I took it away and evaporated it. Now let's talk about empowering words. Words that can set you free. Look, leader, ROI, best, innovative, solution. What if this was how people referred to you, explained you, acknowledged you, advertised you? What if these were the words that they used in conjunction with your name? Like how they say Pete Action Asmus, right? How they say my daughters. But look, I'm going to tell you right now, in a year, that is going to be a synonymous. Pete Action Asmus. You guys will say Action Asmus. It just will be me. It is me. Go make something happen. Think it, write it, say it, do it. Every mantra that I have is all about taking action. Because at the end of the day, to me, that is the most important thing. Because like with anything, with a boat, a ship, a plane, the moment they take off, there's constant adjustments. Constantly. The only thing that doesn't have that is a train because it's on tracks. But your life isn't a train. So you've got to constantly adjust. But you can't adjust if you're not moving. See, that's the other thing. If you're stopped dead in your tracks, I can turn the wheel as much as I want, but it doesn't go anywhere else, right? It's going to stay right there. All I'm doing is moving the wheels like this. There has to be movement for me to change directions. Otherwise, all I'm doing is a bunch of movement, right? I'm just waving my arms around. Woo! Crazy. Is that what you want to do? Do you want to be out in the street just waving your arms around? I mean, I know I said to do something that breaks your comfort zone, but that might be a little nuts. That's not how you want to spend your life. Spend your life being legendary. Spend your life being extraordinary. Spend your life being cutting edge, revolutionary, innovative, real, world-class, award-winning, dynamic. Be user-friendly. Be exclusive. Be smart. Have a big return on your investment. Think outside of the box. Be working towards the next generation. Always focus on best practices. Be state of the art. Be a leading provider in whatever you do. And be the best. Be a leader. Because you're amazing. And the moment you see that, there's nobody on earth that will be able to stop you from becoming who you want to be. I hope it's soon. All right, guys, we have to let go of the past to build our future. So many times we want to hang on to those things, right? But look, you have a comfort zone. Our task for this week is all about breaking that comfort zone. Every day, 2 things to break outside of the comfort zone. And I would love for you guys to tell me what they are if you want. I'm not going to make it mandatory because it doesn't matter what I make mandatory. But I will tell you, if you guys do not start engaging with this, I will stop it. Or I'll just start doing something different. I'm just being honest with you. I've been doing this for over a year now. And if this isn't really impacting people's lives, that's okay. I'll find another way to do it though. I'll find another webinar to do or something else, or I'm not sure, but I will, like I said, I will impact people's lives. So I'm hoping that you guys take this as, hey, look, this is my time to engage now because I don't want this to go away. I want it to be here. I want to keep I'm writing, the next book is, as soon as this series is over, I'm starting the next book series, which will be Think It, Write It, Say It, Do It. The steps to creating your ultimate plan. And it's going to be all about the practical application of everything that we're talking about. And I'm really excited about Questions Are the Key, which is right now, I'm hoping Ivan is supposed to be editing part of it so that when I send it to the publisher, it'll be a little less expensive. But the reality is it will be published, and I want it to be in hardback. I want to get a hardback version of that book. It's always been my dream to have a hardback book that I've written, and it won't even be small either. It'll be a nice little book. So that's my dreams, though. What are your dreams? Let's see. Let's open this up for Q&A now. If you guys have any questions, you guys can go ahead and raise your hand, or kick Asmus. Kick Asmus, exactly. Or you can write your questions. Either way. And if you don't have any, that's okay too. We can go ahead and end tonight. I don't have any problem with that. So what I'll do is I'm going to ask one more time. Any questions, raise your hand. You can write them. Okay. So if you guys want to raise your hand or write your question, you can do that. As that happens, I'm going to go ahead and go through what we have going on this week, though. We have 6 webinars, as always. Today is Journey to Success. Tomorrow we have Bird Dogging Opportunities with Scott Travis, which is being canceled because my man Scott is driving here to come back for us to look at another property on Tuesday. So Tuesday, we're looking at our second $1 million property. I'm excited for that. I'm going to bring the girls with us. We're going to do some videoing. I mean, I'm excited. I was kind of bummed last time when he came because he was here and it's like he was in and out in like literally like a few hours. And this time I get all Tuesday with him, and then I get all Wednesday with him. So we're going to have a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to it. So that's why Monday and Tuesday webinars are canceled, because we are going to be out looking at properties and videoing and creating some other content for you guys to check out. Tuesday during the day, or Monday during the day on the radio show. Tomorrow morning, I believe, is going to be a repeat as well, due to the fact that I have to, tomorrow's our first day of kind of school for the girls, where we've got to go and show them the classes and meet their teachers, and then Wednesday is the first official day. So I'm going to at least get to drop them off to school. Then Wednesday, Carlton Wilburn is going to be on Success Series. And that night, we've got the Power of SEO with Justin Belthoen. Thursday, I've got a special guest coming on the radio show. I'm not going to announce him yet because I'm excited about it. So I'll let you see. It's kind of cool. Thursday evening, Ivan Oberon's Money Matters. And then Friday, we've got Brian Ellis on the show. And Friday night, we've got Women, Entrepreneurs, and Life. I've got to change that one too. All right, so there's that. These are our little signs. I'm going to go over here and see if anybody has any questions. No, perfect. All right, going through, there's our, well, I actually got to change that because I have people saying that they want a different one of those as well. Here's our radio show, Monday through Friday, 10 to 11 a.m. Pacific, Allergic to Average Radio, every day of the week. I love it. All the different things that we have. You guys can check out all this stuff. I put my presentations up on SlideShare, so you can go ahead and download those as well. If you guys want any of our paraphernalia, you can get wristbands, you can get stickers, you can get keychains, and at some point, I promise I am going to make shirts. I'm just trying to get through all this other stuff we're doing, but I really do want T-shirts as well, and we're going to have all kinds of other stuff. And then, as always, you put the Y in our success, man. This is all brought to you by Asmus Media Group. Inspiring, entertaining, and educating. Thank you guys so much for being on the call tonight. I really do appreciate it. It looks like we are all good. Nobody has any questions. I'm excited about that because I am starving. So I'm going to go eat. I appreciate you guys being on the call tonight. I appreciate you guys engaging. And I'm looking forward to you guys helping me advertise this webinar and helping it grow. I want to be at over 100 people consistently on this webinar by the end of the year. So let's make that happen. There's no reason it shouldn't. We all want a better life. I know I do. I invite all my friends to come on this because I want them to see how they can improve their life. And it's cool because I do have a lot. I've got Chris, I've got Scott, I've got a lot of different people on here that are friends of mine as well. So take your life up the next level. Let's all be engaged. Let's build something bigger and build something together. If you guys are interested in the Thinking to Succeed project too, don't hesitate. You guys can always go and check out thinkingtosucceed.com. Get engaged, get involved, and really take your life up to the next level. It's only, $97 a month for 4 months, and it's a 1-year program. So it's an amazing thing that we've really been putting together. If you want kind of a demonstration of what it's like, go check out the Thinking to Succeed, or go check out the 21-day challenge, because that's kind of similar. It's a very light version of what the Thinking to Succeed project is all about. So, guys, thank you so much. I definitely appreciate you. You guys have a great night. Have a great week. I look forward to seeing your tasks and your challenges on the internet, and I look forward to seeing you guys in person. Have a great day, and go make something happen. Oh, come on. There we go. I appreciate all of you guys. Man, I love this song. Woo! Come on. Time to take your life to that next level. You guys can do it. Come on. Let's make it happen. Thank you guys so much for being on the show with me tonight. I appreciate you guys every single week. Until next week, have a great day and go make something happen. Bye, you guys.